Hey guys, I hope that you're doing amazing wherever you are. My name is Shikha and I wanted to share with you guys my writing process. I've had a lot of people message me asking me how I write so much and I produce so much content during the week. I produce at least 20 to 30 pieces of content, new fresh content every week. And that's posting on Steemit, that's posting on Medium, that's posting on my Facebook pages, my Facebook group, in other Facebook groups, in my blog, my 3 or 4 blogs that I run, and writing my novels. And that's like a lot of content every single day. I think it might be more than 20 to 30. But anyway, so it's around 20 to 30 or even more pieces of content that I write every single week. And so I wanted to teach you guys my process and hopefully maybe share some insights with you, because it's so interesting to me how I came to this place in my life. I wasn't always like this. In fact, maybe just 2 years ago, it would have taken me all day or 4 or 5 hours to write one blog post, to write one tiny blog post, maybe 500-600 words. And now I can pump out a 2,000-word blog post in perhaps a couple of hours, and it doesn't take me as much effort as it did in the past. In the past, it would have taken me so much time, so much energy, so much effort to write even a small piece of content. And now I can pump them out at a really high frequency without even thinking about it. I think some of the ways things have changed for me has been the fact that I am now living in Chiang Mai and I have my entire day to work on my creative projects rather than worrying about the fact that I need to go to work and I need to focus on work and do all the stuff related to work and all that, right? Commuting and all that all takes energy, creative energy out of you that you can't put towards your projects. And the fact that I can get up every morning, I usually wake up around 6 and I do my morning routine, and then I can sit down all day long and work on my writing, work on all my creative projects. That is crucial, I think, in my journey and my ability to write as much as I do. I don't think I would be able to write as much as I do if I had to go to work and if I was interrupted by work, or I had to spend a lot of my energy on work rather than on my writing and my creative projects. So that's definitely one of the crucial aspects of it. Does not mean that if you have a 9-to-5 job that you can't write a lot, but perhaps you won't be able to write as much as I do just because you won't have the time or energy for it. But it doesn't mean that you can't write still a lot for you, right? Another thing that I always talk about is the fact that you need to have a routine built around your writing. If you don't have a routine built around your writing, then you're not going to write a lot. It's just the way it is. So what I've done is that I made my routine a priority in my life. I make sure that I do my morning routine every single morning, no matter what else is going on in my life. I will work everything else around it so that I can do my routine without fail. And my routine, as you guys might know, includes the fact that I get up, I do my journaling, I do a little bit of yoga, maybe 20 minutes, and I'll do a meditation session, 10 to 30 minutes, depending on the day. And then I do a little bit of pranayama, depending on the day as well, so breathing exercises, and then I do my writing. And that's it. That's how my mornings go every morning. I know that that's how my morning's going to be next week from now. It's going to be how it is a month from now. It's going to be like this a year from now, unless something drastically changes. My routine is going to stay the same so that I can build my writing around my routine. I can keep on writing as much as possible because I have built my routine around it. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So if you guys don't have a routine already, I absolutely recommend that you build a routine. You start making a routine up for yourself so you're able to use this routine and you're able to build your structure. Writing requires a lot of structure. To be creative requires a lot of structure. You need to have routine and you have to have commonalities so you can be creative. I've heard this said over and over again, I think it's the truth. If you want to be dramatic in your writing, you need to be boring in your life. And I am extremely boring in my life. I get up every day at the same time. I do the same things. I write. I do all that stuff. And I'm boring. I go to bed at 9 p.m. sometimes even 8, depending on how long my day has been. And so that's boring if you think about it in the long-term view. But if I think about it right now and the fact that I'm writing and I'm doing exactly what I want to do, to me it's very fascinating. I love my life. I love it exactly the way it is, and I want to keep it exactly the way it is for a long time to come. But I've built my life to be boring so that I can be creative in my projects, I can write a lot and I can bring creativity into my writing rather than into my life. I hope that makes sense as well to you guys. And the final thing I wanted to say about my writing is that I believe that I'm a writer. I have built this image for myself as a writer. For the longest time, I did not believe I was a writer, even though I was writing a lot. For the first time in my life, finally, I have realized that I am a writer because I am writing, and I can bring that image into my life, and I believe in myself as a writer. And because I believe in myself as a writer, I'm able to be a writer. I'm able to write because I think to myself, I'm a writer. I'm supposed to be writing. I'm not supposed to be doing anything else. I'm not supposed to be going out and acting in a movie or delivering water bottles. You know, I'm supposed to be writing. This is what I am. This is who I am. This is what was designed to be. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. If I don't, then I'm basically wasting all these opportunities to be me. And so if I'm not writing, I'm not being me. I'm not being truly me. I'm not being alive. And so once I realized that fact, I could, in fact, write more because my image was inherent with being a writer. It was equal to being a writer. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So those are some of the things that I do on a daily basis in order to bring more writing into my life. It's really ethereal, really intangible things sometimes that we do, but it helps us become more better as a writer, write more. And the more you write, the better you become, right? That's just the way it is. I didn't start off writing the way I did, and I know I'm not going to end off writing the way I do right now. I'm going to get better and better and better. The writing that I look at a few years before is terrible compared to how I write right now. And I'm sure I'll say the same thing about my writing right now, a few years from now, right? And so we have to keep on writing in order to improve. A lot of us spend a lot of time talking about writing, but not actually writing. And that's one of the biggest mistakes you can make in your life. Don't go to writing groups if you're just going to talk about it. Do the writing. Write as much as possible. Write as many words as possible every single day. Because that is what's going to make you a better writer. And the better you become at writing, the more you're going to want to write. Because you're going to see the difference that it's making in your writing, and you're going to be like, okay, I'm getting better. I really want to keep on improving. So you're going to keep on writing. That's how the world works. The more we do something, the better we get at it. The better we get at it, the more we want to do it, right? And so that's how I've been living my life. That's what I want to talk to you about in terms of my writing process. I'll talk a lot more about this stuff. There's so much about my writing process that I want to share with you guys. I hope that this makes sense to you guys. I hope this is something that you're interested in. If you guys have any questions at all, please message me anytime. And support me on Patreon if you guys have a chance. Check it out, patreon.com/boomshikha. I'll talk to you guys next time around. Bye for now.